So today I want to talk a little bit about the Asian people's self-hatred, or in my case more specifically Koreans. I will just skip the disclaimer that many minorities living in the Western world feel the similar way where they have it worse and whatnot. Otherwise, I'm gonna be saying that every 5 seconds throughout the entire video. Even for Korean people living in Korea, looking up to other countries and down on themselves is heavily ingrained in their history and culture. Ever since many centuries ago, Korea has looked to China, India, and other countries for academics and guidance and some so, cultural points. Many centuries before, it was Buddhism. Buddhism came from India through China into Korea, and when Korea was very big into Buddhism, people many people who were into Buddhism wanted to study abroad in China or India, and even the people who weren't all that into Buddhism just saw the act of studying abroad or studying what came from other countries as superior. After that, it was Confucianism for for almost the entire life of the Joseon dynasty, and after that, it was the early modern influence of Japan, and after that, after the Korean Civil War, it was American and Western influence. And also, there is just very little for Korean people to be proud in the Korean history. Korea has for a long time been either a tributary state to another countries or fighting off the foreign influences from other countries, or internally suffering from corruptions and incompetence by leaders and aristocrats who were more into maintaining the status quo than actually improving the countries. Many Western countries grew out of the Dark Ages one way or another on their own, but Asian countries, including Korea, never did, and came to associate the Western powers as the saviors from their Dark Ages. And when you grow up in a certain culture, you witness its ugly sides firsthand. Asian cultures and Korean cultures are known to be restrictive and do not encourage a whole lot of self development past the conventional academics. And that is the baseline for many Korean people. And when those Korean people immigrate to the Western world, they soon realize like their parents' cultures have poorly prepared them in the modern Western world, where children are encouraged to pick up hobbies, socialize more, and become more well-rounded people. Some will struggle for a long time and eventually make peace by trying to look at positive sides of the Korean cultures. Others will spend the rest of their lives trying to undo what their parents taught them. So by the time those Korean children face the racist bullies who hate them just for their background, they severely lack any psychological immune system and just do not know how to stand up for themselves, and in the worst case scenario, just start repeating what others tell about them. So they start associating their parents' cultures with the weakness, the source of the shame, and they start considering their parents' culture something to escape from rather than something to end up in. So that is my thought about the source of Korean people's self hatred. And I will talk more about the internalized self hatred by Korean people more. Thank you for watching the video.